Hi everyone, welcome back to the continuation of our result management creation series in SQL. So we are done importing our CSV file to our assessment tables for Aggregate up to technical drawing, and so we can actually view them by just select all from assessment.math, or since I've already used assessment, the assessment database, and it's active, I can just call it like this, and you can see my table. So we are done populating it. So the next thing I want to do is to populate the course code. And what that will mean is I would just update my table using the update function in SQL. So I can say let's try to update. So I'm going to start. I will start alphabetical in the order to which they are arranged on the table. So I would say update Aggregate table, set course code equal. So we'll go back and check our course code in our SMS underscore s, a database underscore s, and I would say from select all from. Now the reason why I'm calling out this database is because this particular database, the SMS underscore s, is not active. Is the reason why I'm calling now and say dot courses. So dot courses is a table of that particular database, and when I run it, you can see my my codes for Aggregate like that. So I will just say update Aggregate set the course code that is empty and is null to Aggregate -s2. So we'll try and update it and highlight execute the selected portion of the script or everything. I've done that. So if I go back to viewing the Aggregate table, you can see that this is already done, and so we'll do the same thing for the rest of the table in the assessment database. So bio, if I remember correctly, it is bio -s2, run it. So if I want to view my table, I can just come here, bio table, and you can see it is already populated. So I'm going to pause this video and just quickly run through the rest of them and come back. So I'm updating the last table now, and based on what is on my course code, TD is technical drawing is TD -s2, and so remember that this course code is a foreign key in the assessment course table. Like, so they have to really match, they have to be the same thing. So if I'm going to use if I'm going to update my my TD table with the course code equal to anything. It has to be what is existent here. Now watch what happens if I do maybe TD1, because it's TD, or let's say TDS1. If I do an update, it's going to come with an error update to set course underscore code equal to this. What's the error? And cannot add or update a child row, a foreign key constraint field, and that's because this doesn't match. The TD-S1 doesn't match what is on the courses database, so it has to be TDS2. So just be careful of that. But once I do change it to S2 and run it, you can see it's successful. And so now we can actually view our table, each of the table. And so the next thing I want to do is I want to make I actually want to make it in such a way that it fits. I'm modeling it against what we built in Excel as well, and so it actually fits that particular model in terms of design. And so for something like this, I want to actually have the name of student, admission number, and have like the courses per student, and have a total average, and we can do a ranking of it. So that's what I actually want to do. So in order for me to do that, I can just since all my table for the assessment, so if I do check for the computer, the compt underscore sc and the bio, you see that they have something in common. The students, it's a common thing, and it's a foreign key, right? And so I can use this to join all of my tables in assessment database. So I can see maybe select from select all from the Aggregate table. I'll say as maybe AG. Join, I'm not going to use inner join, I'll just say join, let's say the bio as B on. So what is the similarity on AG dot so I've given my table Aggregate table an alias. So on AG dot student is equal to B dot what student. And so if I run it, you can see it's going to give me everything. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So but what I just want in like this particular central database, what I want is the total of it. So I'm supposed to create a total column in individual assessment table. And in order for me to do that, I'll just say I'll first create the column alter table. I'm going to do that for my Aggregate table. I'm going to add column. And what's the name of my column? I'll just say total underscore, let's say Aggregate underscore, and I'll say score. And I'll now say end it with an iPhone. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to add the data type. So my data type will just be float. Enter. And so once I decide to view my Aggregate table, you can see and so it's just auto populated with null. So I'm going to quickly pause the video and do create this total score for each and every of the course, and then we'll come back shortly. So I'm done adding course to each of the tables in the assessment database. I can just view one of them, and so you can see null. So the next thing I want to do is to add everything. That's the first assessment, second CA exams, like the way it is and in my the report card, that sorry, like the way it is in my Excel workbook for the individual subject assessment score. So what I was going to do, that is this, if you remember. So what I'm just going to do is just to add it. Well, now that I think about it, I could have just added this total to the table column, but I wanted us to to see how to do data manipulation in SQL. So in order for me to do that, I'll just say update. So we're going to start from the first table, update the aggregate table. I'm going to say set total underscore aggregate underscore score to first underscore CA plus, so it's just this, second underscore CA plus exams, right? And that will be it. So I'm saying that this total aggregate score, I want to make it the summation of this guy plus this guy plus this guy. And once I highlight my script and run, you can see it's successful. Now if I go and review my table or read my table, it has done the aggregation for me. That is the summation for me. And so with this, I'm going to again update the rest of the table. That's the total scores for the rest of the table. Would end this particular video here, and in the next video you guys can also try it yourself and do it. The next video would continue. Thank you very much.